What's cracking, y'all? We back. Hey, Dallas, Fort Worth, Oak Cliff. It's been a whole lot of drama and a whole lot of bloodshed that's come out of that location. Before and after Mo3's death, but especially after. We all have our suspicions. Now, let me say this. Everything in this video I say is allegedly. Everything in this video is all allegedly. It's for educational and entertainment purposes only. Allegedly. We all have our suspicions. We've had our suspicions about certain people who have been involved in situations with Mo3, Errol Spence, Trap Boy Freddy, and Yella Beezy. But there's one key person who is still in the mix, who was not really questioned, even though in the YouTube streets and in the streets in general, people have their suspicions about this guy. But he has yet to be blamed or held responsible for anything that's gone on, even though this man has had direct ties to all the names that I mentioned. And that's Rainwater. This dude Rainwater, in my eyes, is like the P. Diddy of Dallas. You know, it's like he is not looked at as someone who's like a threat or who's a street dude, but he's like a master manipulator. He's good at manipulating people into doing what he wants them to do, or he's good at manipulating people to believing in him and believing his lies and his stories. When he's been caught so many times where he's stuttering or he gets choked up when people ask him certain key questions that make him have to take accountability and make him, I don't know, answer some real hard, tough questions that makes people wonder, like, how is it that you ain't been questioned by the police? How is it that you're you have you can smile like the way you do? Because it's like, this man, every interview he's done, which is dumb to me, you know, he's done so many different interviews in the aftermath of Mo3's death, and it seems like every time there's a blogger that has made videos and they've made accusations about him or have had their suspicions about him, he pops up out of nowhere on their channel or on their lives trying to go back and forth. But then when he gets on there, he just talk real slick. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you believe in God? You believe in God? Do you believe in God? What the hell that got to do with the topic of discussion, the subject matter? People will ask him some real key questions that'll make him have to really probably incriminate himself, or make him really like, make people be like, yeah, are you gonna answer that? And then he flip it, he go to something else. You know, he like to like smile, do that little weird smile, that little grin, and then he say some slick stuff. But all of these people that he's been recruiting for Ghazi, Empire, I just feel like he just masterminded lining up Mo3 because he knew Mo3 was becoming a problem in the streets of Dallas, with this Oak Cliff, wherever. And I think Mo3 was putting Rainwater in a situation where he had people after him. You know, that little video where, you know, Yella Beezy and his crew chased down Rainwater, and then Yella Beezy claimed it was just him, which, like, come on, are you an idiot? Maybe he didn't know it was on video at first before he said that. He was like, nigga ran from what nigga? Me, I did that. I beat him up. Even Mo3 made a song off that because it was so funny to him. Like, bro, you acting tough because you beat up my manager? Stop it, bro. But I think in the aftermath of that, I think Rainwater started trying to like negotiate something and try to get back cool, or at least get cool with Yella Beezy and make sure he had no beef with Errol Spence, because according to Charleston White, allegedly, from what Charleston White said, allegedly Errol Spence's mom and Rainwater's mom were best friends. If I'm saying that correctly, if I remember that information correctly, Errol Spence's mom and Rainwater's mom were friends, and he knew Errol Spence before he knew Mo3. So it makes me wonder if Rainwater was key to lining up Mo3, because Mo3 was on the phone with him the night before. Rainwater knew exactly where Mo3 was, what chick's house he was over. Supposedly, according to Charleston White, Rainwater told him that he was the one that removed the gun from the passenger side of that vehicle, that Honda, that gold Honda that Mo3 was in. And the fact that he's had no issues in the aftermath of Mo3 dying, nobody's came after him, and he's been connecting with some of Mo3's ops, maybe signed a couple of Mo3's ops, you know, it just makes you wonder, like, this man he was just a master manipulator and master mind behind lining up Mo3. It almost make me feel like, damn, did y'all stage that situation where you got jumped by Yellow Bees and his crew? I heard Errol Spence was present, or like he was involved in that situation. But I don't know how true that is. That's just allegedly, y'all. But it just makes you wonder, like. And then I never really seen any hurt or real remorse for Mo3. You know, I never understood how you can say someone is your particular friend, and this man got killed in cold blood, deceased. You were on the phone with him, and you ain't got not one tear to shed. You can just do all these interviews. You let these people drop a bag on you to do an interview to talk about Mo3, but not much details about the situation, but just about, you know, his album and your relationship with him when he was alive. But every time somebody put you on a hot seat, you come with, do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? What the fuck God got to do with the hell that happened? What does God have to do with you answering the question, sir? Or you say, oh, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all need to support Mo3. If you really support Mo3, you get his album. Yeah. Just a slick talking, manipulative ass nigga. I can never trust somebody like him. And I feel like allegedly he was involved in some kind of way. And I only feel like the reason why the feds or the police wasn't involved, even when they knew Mo3 was doing what he was doing when he was still alive, I just feel like they used Rainwater as a pawn to get Mo3 where they needed him, so they can track his every move, so they can stop him and get him up out of here. Because he was a real threat in Dallas-Fort Worth. He was as talented as he was musically. He was also talented and dangerous at doing street stuff. So, and Boosie is not exempt because Boosie was involved as well. But I just feel like Rainwater was the main one. He was the Diddy behind the situation, the P. Diddy. But is Rainwater the P. Diddy of Dallas? Is Rainwater the P. Diddy of Dallas, Texas? Is he going to be the one that's always going to be signing artists, getting them all boosting up their celebrity, their fame, their ego? Let them get a fire album, and the next thing you know, something happened to him. And then, you know, he pays respects, and he do the same thing. He probably gonna do the same thing like he did with Mo3. Try to talk about him and act like, you know, they was all the best of friends and all that stuff like that. And he had real love for them. And then he started marketing and say, hey man, y'all go get his album, man. He got another album coming out. You know, even though he's deceased, you know, if y'all support him, y'all do this, y'all do that. Just a bunch of opportunists out here, man. Y'all making Dallas look real bad. That's why I feel like Errol getting his ass beat by Bud Crawford was karma, because of him being involved in stuff, being involved with people that he should not have been involved with, being involved in certain situations and things that he didn't need to be a part of. He should have just been a family man, take care of his family, you know, buying property, land, starting couple of businesses, taking care of his family. But all this weird stuff you got going on with Yella Beezy and bruh, they had to come to a halt, sir, because you was moving too sloppy. Errol Spence was moving too sloppy, and he tried to, you can't be an industry boxer, but you involving yourself in street business, real street business. Something's gonna happen, tragically. But Bud Crawford had to put a real beating on Errol to put some sense back into him and make him realize what's really important in his life. But Errol Spence needs to detach from Trap Boy Freddy. I don't care how close his mom is with Rainwater's mom. He needs to definitely disconnect from Rainwater if he has any involvement with him. And all of these other young up-and-coming Dallas artists need to not let this man, Rainwater, manipulate them into doing what he wants them to do. All money and good money. So y'all don't have to try to be opportunists out here just to try to chase some fame. So y'all can get money, jewelry, cars, clothes, and hoes. And then y'all end up deceased a year or two later. Like, it's not worth it. That's not the lifestyle. That's not what life is all about. Build a foundation. Take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your parents. But ultimately, take care of yourself, your health, and your wealth if you have any. But your health is your wealth right now. So everybody, you don't need to be rich. You don't have to be rich to be successful. You don't have to be rich to be complete on this planet. Why don't you enrich your mind, enrich your body, enrich your soul, so when you leave here, you made your mark and you did everything you could to help make this world a better place. Because it seems like a lot of y'all doing everything y'all can to make this world a horrible place, a worse place, because this world is not the problem. It's the people in this world that is the problem. And we got dudes like Rainwater who are the real problem, who are just master manipulators, and then they want to try to use God as something, as a means to justify why they moving sloppy. Or you try to hit people with that faith stuff. Hey, you just gotta have faith. Gotta believe in God. Have faith. You believe in God?